Hey guys, so I'm here to quickly do this Confessions of a Reborn Mom Tag that was started by, I believe it was Mia's Dolls and Fun. I hope I have that right. There are 6 questions and I'm just gonna dive into it super quick because I have to head out to work soon and I still haven't gotten out of my pajamas. So anyways, the first question is, these are like true or false questions. So the first one is true or false. I have co-slept with a reborn on at least one occasion. False. I've never co-slept with my reborns. I do have the bassinet in our bedroom, which is at the end of our bed, against the wall though, like across from the end of our bed. And that's probably the closest to co-sleeping I've got. Usually Haley is in there because she's a sleeping baby, but I kind of made it so that only one baby at a time can go in there. So when I'm focusing on a certain baby, if I want to have them sleep in our room, they can swap places and go in there. I just personally, even in real life, I would never co-sleep with my child. No, nothing against people that do that with their children. It's just not something I would do. So I don't see why I would do it with my reborns if I wouldn't do it with a real child. And I think with my reborns, because a lot of them are very expensive reborns, I would just be incredibly nervous of them getting messed up or ruined or something happening to them in the bed. Okay, the next one is true or false. I'm afraid to add up all the money I've spent on reborn clothes and accessories. True. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to know. Because I have a wee little addiction to shopping for baby clothes mostly. Accessories too, but I'd say mostly baby clothes shopping. I have a problem. Number 3, true or false. Given the choice between attending a large social gathering or spending a quiet evening alone with the babies, I would choose the babies more often than not. I'm gonna say true. I'm a shy person and sometimes a little bit of an introvert, and since getting sick, I can't do a lot of things that I used to do. And so, the friends that I have from high school, we try to get together every couple of months and do something. But it's hard because a lot of the times they want to do stuff that's quite physical. Like recently they brought up the idea of doing archery. And I remember doing archery in high school and how hard it was to do back then when I was healthy, and I can't imagine me doing archery now. I would be in so much pain afterwards. And so it was like, you guys can go ahead and do your archery. I don't want to be the one that stops you guys from doing that, but I just can't. So I'll just sit this one out. So, for me, a typical Friday night for me is just relaxing at home, holding one of my babies, watching TV, and I'm quite happy. Or just, if I do have a friend over, I'd love to have a dolly friend like Paula come over for an evening and we just sit at my house and play with our dolls and chit chat, and I'm fine with that. Number 4, true or false. In the unfortunate event of a house fire, I would try to rescue as many dolls as I could before I vacate the premises. This is my worst nightmare. I don't even know how to answer this. I guess I would say true. I mean, we're in such a small basement apartment anyway that the way I look at it is our exit is so close that I could probably like grab a big old bag and just scoop the dolls, and between me and Alex, we could probably get a lot out. But of course, first and foremost, I feel before going for the dolls, as much as I'd want to, Riley would be number one. Alex would be, you know, number one. I mean, these are more important things to rescue. So yeah, definitely getting Riley out is a big thing, and Alex, and obviously our personal stuff like our wallets and IDs, and thankfully we do have fireproof and waterproof safes where all of our papers and stuff that we would need is in there, and it's safe, so we wouldn't have to worry about grabbing that. Like, it's fireproof, it's waterproof, everything that's in there should stay safe, even in a fire. So I wouldn't have to worry about that. But I mean, I guess, yeah, I would try to save as many dolls as I could, I guess, but I don't think they take priority over life. So Riley and Alex and me getting ourselves out is more important. So I'm kind of on the fence with that one. Number 5. It doesn't happen often, but there have been a few moments that I've wished I could go back in time before I knew about / collected reborns. True or false? I'm going to say true. I'm going to say true. While I wouldn't change a thing in terms of what reborns have brought to my life and the wonderful people I've met, and I know I wouldn't have met them if it hadn't been for the dolls. As someone who's been diagnosed with a chronic illness, I often do think back to a time when I was healthy, which was before the dolls. And sometimes, yeah, I wish I could go back there. I wish I could go back to being the girl that had tons of energy, was never tired, and could sing and dance on stage all day. I miss the stage so much. I miss that part of my life. I miss being in musical theater. You know, for me, that was high school. High school was the music theater program. It made me a more confident person. It made me, I don't know, it just brought so much to my life. And I was fit because I was dancing every day. And I was healthy, and I got to be with my friends every day. And so sometimes I do think back to those times and wish I could go back and relive those. But I still think even if I could go back to that time and relive everything, I feel things happen for a reason. And I think even if I went back in time and relived all those fun times in high school of music theater, I would still end up where I am today with the dolls and my health and everything. So the fact of the matter is, you can't go back. You can't go back. You just have to go forward. And so in terms of the dolls, I would not change a thing with those. So then the last question is true or false. I would be willing to lose a friendship if that person continually challenged me about my hobby. And that is 100% true, because I feel a true friend will love you and accept you no matter what. And even if they are not into the hobby, and even if they don't understand the hobby, like, I don't expect everyone to understand it, but I expect that if they care about me enough, then they will be accepting of my hobby. They don't have to be in the hobby. They don't have to take on the hobby. Just respect it. And, you know, I would say respect it enough that if they don't have anything nice to say about the hobby, then don't say anything about it at all, and just still continue to be my friend, and we can talk about other stuff other than the dolls. And have, you know, like when I hang out with my friends from high school, they know about my dolls. They're not into that stuff. They do find them cool in that they look so real, but they're not into that, and they would never be into that. But they accept it, and they think it's good for me. It makes me happy. All the more power to me. And one of them even bought me clothes for my babies one Christmas. So I think that's great. I mean, thankfully, I don't think I've ever had it happen where I've had a friend be so adamantly against it that I've had to cut them out of my life. But if there was someone like that, then I would say we're done. You're not a true friend. So that is the Confessions of a Reborn Mom tag. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you feel like doing it too, come on and join in. I've enjoyed watching some of the videos so far. And yeah, I got to dash away off to work now. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye! So the first thing I got was these Nook pacifiers. I saw them and I thought they were really cute for the summer. For either Landon or Jeremy. This one has a clownfish and this one has a whale, and I'm pretty sure I have an outfit that has these colors and it has a whale on it. And then I was thinking if I could find a fish outfit, that would be great, but if not, I think I have an outfit that also has like this orange color in it, so I think that would look really cute. Okay.